Hi, Capstone students. I'm Dr. Teresa Pedersen, and I'm your instructor for Capstone this fall. So I'm going to be posting 2 videos this week. This first one is just a hello, to tell you a little bit about myself and about my role for you in Capstone. And then I'll post another Blackboard video where I'll walk through this next module and some of the things that you're going to be expected to do. So first of all, I am sending this video from Colorado Springs, Colorado. I live here with my husband, Eric, who is a counselor with the U.S. Army. He counsels soldiers in both behavioral health and substance abuse. He was 20 years active duty in the Army and now works as a civilian, and he is stationed at Fort Carson here in Colorado Springs. I spent 2 years working full-time for Northwestern College in Iowa for a year and a half, and the last half of the year I was remote in Colorado Springs. And I loved my time working as full-time faculty at Northwestern. I loved teaching a combination of undergrads and graduate students, but I was really miserable being separated from my husband who, his job had taken him to Colorado, and I really wanted to work at Northwestern, and we just weren't able to get him a job my way with like the Veterans Association or something. It just wasn't able to work out. And so I just felt like the Lord made a way for me to come to Colorado Springs. And now I'm working as a special education instructional coach for Harrison School District 2, which is in Colorado Springs, which is a very diverse urban school district. And I'm just loving my work so far. We have one daughter. She's 20 years old, and her name is Grace, and she goes to college at George Washington University in Washington, D.C. She's a public health major, and she's in her BS to MPH, bachelor's to master's program right now. So she will graduate in 2 years with both her bachelor's and master's in public health. She's currently working for a lobbying agency that is concerned about the cost of healthcare and healthcare access to women and children. I am super skilled at working with Capstone students. I've really enjoyed it. I've been doing it since the summer of 2020, before I even moved to Iowa to come on board. I was teaching Capstone. So I have done it every semester since then, and I have been instrumental in reshaping the class. Before it was very work at your own pace with very few deadlines, and that became a nightmare, virtually a nightmare for, I would say, a good percentage of our students. We basically have gotten to the point now where the course is very structured, and as I explained in the first video, we do have weekly assignments. However, it's not as if it's late if you don't turn it in during that week, or if you need more time to get something done. That's really not how it's set up, but it does allow you to stay on track and finish prior to the end of the 16 weeks. And most people do, to be honest. So I think that's been great for working teachers and all of the responsibilities that you guys have. I just want to let you know that I do pray for you by name. Each semester I make a list of my students, and I post it to my desktop, and I look at it each day and pray for you guys individually for your success in your work, with your families, in any personal endeavor that you have, and then of course with your Capstone project. Reaching out to me is very easy. Send me an email or text me if you would like to set up a time to chat, to look over and discuss something. Otherwise, just continue submitting assignments If the assignment meets the criteria, I will give it a 1. If there's some things that need to be addressed or edited, I will give you a 0 and some feedback that you can use to make those corrections. And then you will go ahead and make those corrections. So thanks so much. I hope that you are having a wonderful weekend. I look forward to getting to see your writing as we move forward in the course. I'm really excited about your topics. At this point, we have about almost 50-50. Half the students are doing action research and half are doing school improvement. So that's really exciting as well. Please be thinking about who your editor will be. Everybody should have an editor. It doesn't mean it's a professional editor that you have to pay. It's somebody who can be your second reader, your second set of eyes, who can find those errors that you can't find, who can help you tighten up your writing. And the best option is somebody who is not only like really picky about errors, like a really strong English teacher or writer, but somebody who knows APA and who has written a master's thesis or a dissertation. That person is so helpful to you because that is not our role as the instructors of the course to be your editor. So I find that most people can find somebody in their life that can do that and rarely have to pay. Occasionally, if you're just real concerned about it or you just haven't done a lot of writing, we do have some options posted in Blackboard, and you can see those. They were we talked about them a little bit last week. It's good to reach out to them and sort of get on their radar, and then if you do want to use them, then you'll know how to work with them, and they'll share that with you. That's about it. So next video that I will post will be a walkthrough Blackboard for the week. Thanks.